Hey guys, it's Maymay and my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny is here. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon live show. And the crafty sidekick, Shenanigans, is on the other side. So say hello to Shannon today. Welcome her in as well. And we're excited to have you with us today. Today's going to be a really cool show. We do have some announcements today too. So hang on. Maymay.
Should we do an announcement first because everybody hear it? Let's do. So Vinny is going on his little vacation. He's going on his little hunting trip this week. And so because of that, Shannon and I don't want to do a nighttime show alone in this building. Y'all all understand that. So what we're going to do on Thursday, instead of having a Thursday night show, we're going to do a Thursday afternoon show. And I'm sorry for those of you that's going to mess that up, but I just think it might be safer for us to be here. We don't like to be in the building by ourselves. And I certainly don't want to be streaming and not paying attention to our environment alone in the building. So
and there's all kinds of noises in this big old building,
especially when you're alone.
Yeah.
So we would just be going, what was that? What was that? What was that the whole time? So we're going to stream at 2 p.m. And look, ignore our graphic we made 5 seconds ago. Imagine that it's a full graphic.
That does say December and
December show. And that was my logo. Let it go. So we're going to do Thursday, December 7th at 2 p.m. Central. So please make a note. Go ahead and put it on your calendar real quick. We'll wait. I'm kidding. I mean, we'll wait if you want to say, but if you'll put it on your calendar, so not tomorrow, because that's Wednesday, but the next day, which is Thursday, 2 p.m. instead of the evening. Y'all understand, right? Everybody understand that? I know y'all will. So Thursday, we'll be here at 2. So here's the deal. Oh, there was another announcement I need to make. This is important, okay? I need you guys to do this for me.
We will.
Please pray for Miss Carol. Those of you who know Mr. Jim, you know I wear his bracelets. I have one here. Look, I happen to have one here that I took off while filming at some point. I have bracelets all over the place of his. And y'all know I love his bracelets. Miss Carol fell from a ladder and had to have pins put in her clavicle. That just sounds
horrific.
Just hurt. It just hurts when I say it. I talked to Mr. Jim yesterday. She is still in the hospital, and he asked that everybody be praying for her. And also, he said to remind you, if you needed anything Christmas-wise, to think of his store. He said that would help them if you would. So if you have forgotten about Mr. Jim, or maybe you thought, you know what, this would be a good gift for somebody, think about Mr. Jim. His website, and I know Tamitha will have it linked probably before I get the whole thing out, is uniquesilverwarejewelry.com. And you probably, even if nothing else, just go and let him know you're thinking about. You can go in their little contact and just to let you know that we're thinking about Miss Carol and praying for her as she recovers. And I'll keep you updated as I know. But Mr. Jim contacted me yesterday to tell me that. So be praying for her. That I cannot imagine. But he says he's doing good, and his kids are there helping him. And they're going to be able to help him keep the store going too. All right, you guys. Was that the 2 things I had to say?
I think so.
We do need to say that if you're new to the channel today, please click that red box and subscribe and give us a thumbs up, or as we call it, Vinny the Video. Now, right now, we've got 268 people watching with 87 likes. So that's
sad.
In the 30% range. So some of y'all ain't real happy.
Y'all, this is the
give
reason
us some
QVC
love
won't
now.
hire me.
Give us some thumbs up, Vinny the Video. We'll appreciate it very much.
Miss Becky Horn said, "Oh no, Maymay and Shannon will be unsupervised."
It'll be, and we have folio class in the morning, and that we're going to be unsupervised all day. So anyway, that's those. And by the way, it's a really cool thing. Hopefully, we'll be able to sit down and do a video. He's not going to be doing any more shows anyway. I want y'all to learn more about Mr. Jim. He's incredible. Yes. So for today, is the bracelet spoon handle so pretty? Yeah, these are all made from spoons, and Mr. Jim makes them himself. And when you order them, you get a stone or a pearl or anything you want hanging off of here. I just don't, because they make noise when I film, so I just don't put them on there. All right. I've wanted to do this video for a very long time, okay? When we designed this stamp set, which I did this one, I think this one's so old I did it by myself. I think I did. It could have been Mandy, but I don't think so. I never realized how useful this stamp set would be. I really didn't. And to be honest with you, I never realized how useful this one single image was. And over the years, I've just been like, how do I get so much use out of that one stamp? And for today's show, we're focusing on that one stamp, not stamp set. Now, let me tell you, the stamp set's fantastic, and you can do a lot with these guys, especially considering this is just a miniature version of this. right? So you can do a lot with it. But I just want to show you what all we can do. So we're going to, I've lost the whole reason of the show. Here it is.
She lost the stamp.
The whole reason we're doing the show, I've lost it.
And Timothy did say that the box is black now for subscribe, but it's still red on my screen.
I think it depends on where you're
I don't
at.
know.
I think
But
it
either
depends
way,
where.
click
So-
that subscribe button.
Yeah.
I want to show you guys.
It's one of my favorite stamp sets. I love Fond Noel.
What's up, Crafty Chaos?
I'm going to show you 5 things you can do with this stamp. Okay. We're going to start with the easiest one. To me, the easiest thing you can do with it is a branch. You can make a branch. Okay. And I'm going to show you 2 ways to make a
Really?
branch.
Now, when you
Really?
say
How do you
branch,
do
you ain't
that?
talking about like a crick.
No, not like,
No, like a tree.
a tree
Like a
branch,
tree
like a
branch.
Christmas tree branch.
Like a Fond Noel.
So if you take this guy and you stamp him off the page wherever you want to branch, start like that, okay? Then take him again and do him like this, or even like this, okay? You have a branch. You know, you've seen these things, right? This is so easy to do. Then we're going to take a marker. I have a brown one here because I'm going to use it in a minute. This is just brown. No big deal. Then you would stamp. I'd stamp an ornament. Ideally, I would use. We never have it in stock, and I never want to mention it to y'all because I know it's not in stock. It's never in stock. Ornamental greetings.
I don't think it is.
It's never in stock.
think-
It sells out all the
I
time.
think we were going to use it the other day.
But
Is that a
ideally,
stamp set that's
yeah.
not in?
Ideally, I would use. It's always sold out. It sells out. It flies out. But ideally, I would use that, and I would stamp an ornament. And then I would come here and I would do like a string and a bow holding the ornament. I'm not even going to pretend to sketch it. But that one stamp, that one little guy makes this branch. Okay. But you're like, yeah, but I want the branch to go in the other direction. That's no issue. Watch what you can do. If you don't have one of these, today is the day. I hope we have these in stock. I don't even know. Today is the day to get one. This is the Waffle Flower Media Mat. This one is actually the Waffle Flower Stencil Mat. And it works to me just as well. And I actually enjoyed this one maybe a little more because this piece, this this like barrier that's right here only goes on 2 sides. So we have an open space so we can put full size pieces here. All right. So let's say you want this to come in the other way. Okay. Here's what you do. This stamp is so versatile, you guys. So I'm going to stamp it here.
Timothy says ornamental greetings is in the store.
And
She posted the link.
we are out of that mat, the stencil mat, but we do have the multimedia
The
mat
media mat.
that does the same thing. It's just got the ridge all the way around.
So look, I'm doing the very same stamp right here, and I want to show y'all something. Do you see how I have these yellow pieces? That's to let me know a couple of things. It's mostly let me know where the size of my A2 card ends, okay? And up here where it ends, and then here the middle of it. I just marked that for myself, which is actually for the 5th way I'm going to show you how to use the stamp, so we'll look at that in a minute. Now I'm going to take this guy and lay it down here, and I'm going to press. And this is how, listen, there's no other way to mirror a stamp.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
If you've ever mirrored stamps before and all the other ways we've talked about, look how vibrant that is. So if you need to have your branch come from the other side, you just mirror it. Okay. Listen, this guy. So there's way number 1. We're going to make a branch out of him. All right. And I'm going to clean this off because we're going to use him again in a minute for another thingy bobber. I got to look at my list. What's next? Oh yeah. Another one of my favorites. Okay. I just love this stamp. This one particular stamp. Are you thinking
Like
about?
you don't love all the other
No, but here's the thing.
25,000.
When there's a stamp when you have a stamp, that
Not
can be
25,000.
so many things. I
Yeah.
wonder how many single stamps we do have. When you have this one stamp that you can do so much with. Now, y'all have seen me do this before, and I haven't done this one in a while, so I may be a little rusty. So we might have to do a practice one and then a better one. But we're going to make a half Christmas tree. Okay. So if you take this same stamp, I have not changed it, and you come over here like this on the top of your page, and then you just keep using it in a diamond-y shape down the side of your, and you can decide where you want your bows. I never get that right.
Boughs of holly.
Your bows of holly. I want to be kind of sloppy
There's
with
no
this one.
holly. It's evergreen, isn't it?
Yeah. Be a little sneaky cheeky there. So we're just going to make a half tree. Now in here, I'm just going to come back. I do suggest if you have the whole stamp set and if you have the single one, you have the step, you can use the other pieces as well in here. And another thing you can do is you can second generation stamp. So like I do it one time and then I can do it again if I want to get variations in color. If I don't want it to be super stark, I'm going to let this one be pretty stark. So you just play and just fill this in. And it doesn't matter which way you stamp it because it's a tree and it goes in all different directions.
What are you talking about? When I fluff my tree, they all go the right way.
Because because ours are faux and we make them perfect, don't we?
We try. We try.
And then I pay for it for days because it eats me alive.
Do you know what I realized?
Nope.
Okay, so all these YouTubers I watched this year, Balsam Hill trees, is sending trees to everybody. Okay, not me, but I mean to everybody.
I love their trees.
Do you know what comes in their trees? Gloves. A set of gloves comes in their tree box.
I brought mine here, or I should have used them. I did have the smarts to put a long sleeve shirt on when I fluffed my trees.
What I'm doing right here is doing that second generation part to put a little green inside of there where I don't have a lot of green, just to kind of just taking what ink's on there. Look at that. It's a half tree. You see this? See this? Branch, half tree. Branch, half tree. Again, you could get the half tree on the other side. You would just mirror it. So you would stamp exactly what you just did here onto your media mat, stick it down, and you get half tree. You can also come back in and add another one by just like kind of, not another one, but add more branches by not inking up the whole thing. Do better than that. But just inking up that little point if you don't want that so open. You know what I'm saying? If you want more of a shapy tree.
So pretty.
I keep not getting enough ink. This stamp, it's just, look, why is it so good, right? So that's number 2.
She made it.
That's number 2. I never realized when we made it. It was a shock to me.
Well, here's the thing
Why am I
that,
cleaning that? I don't have to clean
that
that.
people don't,
No, but you do need to
I don't
clean
know if
your
they don't
carpet.
notice or they don't see. A lot of folks, our folks do, because you intentionally do this. You make our stamp sets to work with other stamp sets so that
I
they
do
get
that on purpose. But this
hundreds
guy
of
was just
different uses.
he was just the perfect shape. He just worked out. I just thought of another way to use it.
Do show.
Well, you could do
Maybe
a part
I will.
2.
Maybe I'll try. I have to try it first. Y'all don't care if I try it on y'all. Y'all don't care if it
No.
messes up. Okay.
No.
By the way, these are all A2 pieces that I have cut. All right, here's another thing I think is really pretty, and I'm not good at this one. You guys will probably be better at it than me. I'm going to try it. You know all these cards that have this like, okay, you know how everybody's making these cards with tree tops, and they like have the tree tops all come in, and it looks like you're looking up out of the trees or either down like from a drone. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's more up out of the trees. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, here's what I want to do.
Linda said try it.
My new idea.
Yeah, try it.
I'm going to make this a border all the way around. Just look at this as a border stamp.
Christmas is my favorite.
Me too.
It's just so pretty.
You can't mess this up.
No.
I mean, look at it. You just really can't. I'm going to come back down this way. So this is the same single stamp as a border stamp. I haven't even mixed another one in. I haven't changed my ink. It's cool, isn't it? I love this.
Beautiful.
Dwayne said he bet he can.
Mess it up.
We had some kids come in today. And
We had teenagers in
They
here
did a
today. They
great
made
job.
folios, you guys. They really liked it. They didn't
Yeah.
want to like it. They liked it. The teenagers always come in very apprehensive, and by the time it's over with, they're laughing and joking and having a good time. Look how beautiful.
gorgeous.
Look how beautiful. Same stamp. I'm going to bring this up for y'all to see it. Let me clean off my work surface. Probably could put paper behind it and pick those up in some way. Isn't that amazing?
So pretty.
Okay, let's go back. So we've got branch number 1, tree, and then this design. Right?
And they're all my favorite because they're
Shannon said you could make a
green.
wreath too.
We tried a wreath with this one. The reason I'm not showing you today is because this is too big for an A2. Okay. But, the trick of today's video is I'm using one stamp. Okay. But in the stamp set, where's my clean one right here?
I believe 100% you could make a swag with
In
it,
this
like a
one,
garland swag.
in this one, you could use this one and you could mix these in and you could use your stamp wheel. This one was just too big. We put it on the stamp wheel and the problem is it takes up a piece of pie that's like 4 pieces. I think it was 4 or 5 pieces that it takes up, and it just goes off the page too much because it's a little too big. But in here, if you have this set, you can do it for sure. All right, there's 3 ways. All right. My other way, this one is, it may only be, okay. Let's do the other way I just thought of. Okay. Here's what I was thinking. Y'all know those like pieces. If I had a bow, you know those pieces that people hang on their door? We call them swags.
A stamped bow or a tied bow?
Well, you could do either. We call them swags.
I know how to make a bow.
See, look, couldn't
Like you hung straight down on the door in
Yeah.
the middle.
Like the one hanging beside our storage door?
Yeah. Couldn't we do that with this?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the one I'm just trying for you guys. Remember how I showed y'all just to use that one little part? You don't have to press the whole thing down. Let's see what happens. Nope, I don't want to go up. I probably should have mirrored it too, because I'm getting a little heavy to one side. But this is one I should have practiced. I did not practice. It's not bad.
Well, see,
I just
you
need to use the other
you need
one.
to figure out how to do that on the other side
Look.
to even it out. I mean, the one on the other side's going up, kind of. It's at least going out. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I think so too.
Kind of looks like Sasquatch and a swag all at the same time.
Sasquatch. It does look like Sasquatch. Now that I see it, we can make Sasquatch.
Just need to use brown ink and you
Shannon,
got
it
it.
does look like Sasquatch. Do you see it? Especially before I did that little piece. It's kind of his little humpback. That's funny. Okay, so here's this. You know what else we need? Those little gold beads. Hang on.
No,
Or
this is
could
what
you
we
do you
need.
have a holly berries on that?
That's what I'm going to show her. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're gonna use the big beads?
Oh, my microphone fell.
Are you talking about when
My
you-
favorites we just
Like
talked
these?
about.
Excuse me.
Except the gold ones?
Yeah, I probably don't have any, do I? I use those a lot. I love those. I feel like that's my signature. I put those on everything.
Yep.
Your signature?
Bobby in a ghillie suit.
It does look like now I can make
I
Brian a
haven't
card
seen
that's
these.
Bobby. Is there anything gold?
There's these.
Oh, you know what I can use?
Alan said he saw the Grinch. You're a mean one.
You know what I could use? I could use drops.
Those are gold.
These will work. These will work. I think these are so pretty too. Look at this. I'll put these on here. These would be pretty on the tree too.
So that's like ornaments.
Mm-hmm. Whittle balls.
Yeah.
It's got whittle balls on it. It's going to get better in a second. Shannon's doing the other part. Now I just see the Sasquatch wearing jewelry. That's
For
all I
now,
see.
that's all.
Here we go. Shannon did a quick bow. Look.
Ta-da.
Y'all, that's cute.
There's your cord.
Yeah, it's a girl Sasquatch.
That's cute. That's a Girl Scout. Well, she's wearing jewelry.
Got a bow in her hair.
She's wearing jewelry.
Donna says she can't unsee Sasquatch.
I can't unsee it either.
Me either.
Like you
He's
said.
there.
It's so pretty.
Sasquatch. You're so funny.
That went a whole different direction than we thought.
You're so funny though.
Sorry, y'all.
That's all I see as well.
Sasquatch.
No, Kim, I did not know I was popular on Craft Roulette.
You are a character over there.
I am not participating. I'm just going to
Y'all,
tell you up
that's
front.
pretty.
That's very pretty.
It is.
I mean, it needs to not be Sasquatch shaped because now I literally just said
I'm
Sasquatch with a
sorry.
bow.
I shouldn't have said it.
All right, so let's look at them. Let's go. We're going to go from number 1, the Grinch arm.
Yeah, I made one.
Yep, April, that's what I
Mr.
said. That's a
Grinch.
girl
Half
Sasquatch.
tree, border, swag, right? Come on. All right, we've got one more, and it's a little more work, but I got to show y'all this because I think it's super cool.
Bad hair day, Sasquatch.
Oh, I don't need this. What am I doing? I'm not using this. I'm using these. Okay, let me show you what we're going to do. This one's a little harder to get done. Well, let me put this aside for a second. This is a little harder. So what I'm going to do here, maybe I won't put this aside for a second. Maybe we will do this. Okay. So for this one in particular, you're going to take your media mat. Okay. Put your piece in, put your, whatever your base piece in. It needs to be a light color so it'll show. Put a piece of tape to the side and to the top so you know that's where your working area is. Okay. Then I need you to put this piece marking your halfway point. So what I did, I actually just eyeballed it and got real close, but that's pretty much halfway. Okay. So then you need to take a marker. This is where it gets very interpretative. Okay. You do your thing. You do your own thing.
What was that word again?
Interpretative.
I like interpretate.
It's like mashed taters, but interpretatives. Okay. So it's a different kind of tatty. At this middle point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag my marker up just kind of lightly, making like a tree trunk. This one won't be for everybody. Everybody won't love this one. But some of you will be like, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't like the skinny side. I'm going to do the thicker side. All right. So I'm just going to drag up a tree trunk. I'm trying to channel my inner Brenda Berry. Because Brenda would do this. She wouldn't think twice about it. And I even thought about doing like some arms off of it, but I'm not real good at that. So that's what I got. It's like a tree trunk. Okay. It's like a tree trunk. Now what I'm going to do?
If you don't see it, close one eye and blink.
Squint, y'all stand upside down, turn your screen upside down, whatever it takes to make this look right. Okay. Then I'm going to take that same stamp. Okay. And now here's the trick. We want to start above this center and we're going to go something like this to get ourselves started. Something like this. Okay. Now this one's going to look weird at first, but you got to go with me. All right. Now I'm going to continue down like this. Just go with me. Now, if you've never used a media mat, this silicone is slick. That's why I'm using all my fingers, because it'll just slip around on you if you're not careful. All right. So you see that, right? Now watch this. No, Brenda wouldn't even have measured. She'd have laughed at me for measuring. Now what you're going to do is take this stamp and we're going to turn it, because now we're going to create a fill-in with it. Do you see from here to here? Watch what I'm going to do. I didn't stamp this very well, Shannon. I don't think I did it right from my plan earlier. I don't think I went tight enough. All right, I'm going to turn it like this, and I'm going to do a fill-in branch. Like that. Then I'm going to go down here and do a fill-in. Do you see how both branches are working for me now? I got a little tight up at the top. Do you see what that did? Just kind of filled that in, okay? Don't worry about the middle. If you want to clean off your stamp a little bit, you can come in here and take some of that ink off, because we can use it. You know, it'll be to our advantage. Now what we're going to do is go back to our little piece where we did our trunk. And if we did it right, which there's a chance I didn't, and we're live, so probably not. I'm going to put this down into the corner here, and then I'm going to rub and pick this up. You are jingle bell, jingle all the way.
Trying to see if it actually
Oh, I did it okay. All right, so see that? So we got half our tree. Now we just need to do that same thing on the other side. So back into the ink. I'm not going to be real heavy-handed here. And I'm going to bring this down just a little bit so they're not matchy-matchy. So you see that one. And then I'm going to go down a little further down here. And then I'm going to go a little further down here. Then I'm going to come back between and do this little move. And then come back between. And then real quick, I'm going to clean this stamp off in here just for some color. And then I'll do a couple of full stamps. Oops. Keep picking up too quick. All right. Now, if you want to like doctor anything, like I just want little pieces down here. Just do that. That's not terrible, y'all. I mean, it's up for interpretation. Remember how we said squint, look upside down, things like that? You can do that. It'll work. I'm gonna come over here and get some of this ink off. Just in some of those spots. Then I want to show y'all this. I don't know where I put them, but we'll do some more because I don't know what I did with those. Then I'm gonna let you guys decide because me and Shannon we're both iffy on
It
this.
would work.
Oh, I got to do that. I
We
got to
could do
put that
that.
on it. All right, so this is a 1 3/4 inch star. If y'all don't have this star set, we don't have them in store, do we? We have like one in store right
Just
now.
one. You're the lucky winner if you order it right
There
now.
may be some. We just had a big order come in, so there may be some in there. These are nesting. Okay, this is 5/8, 1 inch, and 1 3/4, and they nest on top of each other. I couldn't decide. I knew the 5/8 was too small, but I couldn't decide between these two. And I laid one out earlier, but I don't know what I did with it, and I couldn't find it. So look, I'll let y'all decide. So you could put this size at the top, like that. Or you could put this size at the top. This one feels a little, it makes the tree dwarf a little bit to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good on there.
This one is the one I think I'd do, and I'd pop it up on a little bit of foam. And then I think it'd be pretty to decorate this tree any way you want. You could do baubles. You could do drops. You could do I think it'd be pretty to do like, that's pretty too. Do like a banner across it, like make like a little banner.
Oh, the banner would be cute.
And it says Merry Christmas across it. Maybe you do little packages
Oh,
underneath
you could
it.
use this as garland.
Oh, you could use that as garland. You could. It's tangled like my Christmas line.
Not for long.
So I'm going to set this one over here, and we're going to look
You
at
don't
all
have
of
a
the ones we did
problem.
today. All 5 options with one stamp. I think this is fun.
Absolutely.
I think it is fun. Let's go.
Positively.
Trying to get them all in screen. What do y'all think? Now, somebody mentioned doing a garland with it, and I think it would do that. So we may try that in just a second. I think that would happen. That could give us a 6th idea. We have a bonus idea. Isn't that neat? Okay, so here's the deal. The reason I'm showing you this is because I want you to think outside the box with your stamps. I don't want you to see a stamp and go, it has to be that. Nowhere in this stamp set, if you got this stamp set in the mail, you'd be like, well, what am I going to do with this? Well, look, nowhere on this stamp set does it look like this. And the reason I wanted to point this out is because I'm seeing so many people nowadays using other things and turning them into other things. Like maybe they have a stamp set with a circle or a square or a diamond or an oval, and they're turning them into ornaments, right? Or backgrounds. Anytime you have all these extra pieces, you can make the cutest backgrounds with these things. And remember, we have enough stuff in here to play and do other stuff, but I just wanted to show y'all this. Let's see what happens with the garland idea. I think we maybe like on the fireplace would be really cute, like to do it on a fireplace.
Yes.
A little garland.
Over a window.
It looks like we got 400, almost 450 people watching with 262 likes. So it's not terrible, but you know,
Y'all can do better.
y'all can do better.
I'm not done this, so I'm gonna play. And this is what I usually do. I just play.
She does.
Go like that. Just trying to decide what I want it to do here. Oh, this would be pretty to hang a ornament from.
Yes, yes, it would.
Ooh, you know what else would be pretty? I'm gonna do something else too. All right. I mean, you just can't go wrong with this one. How is this one stamp the most versatile stamp I've ever, I said it in my thumbnails, the most versatile stamp I've ever owned.
Because it's green.
Because it's green. Shannon says because it's green.
Green's good.
All right, let me see this. I think this might be pretty. If we had a piece coming this away. And then, can I bring it back this way? I kind of did this in the middle. I probably wouldn't have done this in the middle if I was making it as an actual card. Let's see what happens if I do it this way. It's away.
She's mighty crafty. You're right about that. And creative.
And then we come back.
She is using the
I don't know. This way and that away. That away and this way. Ooh. Shannon,
I just drew a blank. What's
Fond
the name of
OL.
that ink?
oh, the ink is ooh, I need to flip it over so y'all can see.
Versifine Claire.
This is Green Oasis.
From Versifine Claire.
Look at that.
Oh, I love it. Perfect. Perfect.
Now listen, all of this to say we haven't even played with the other ones. Also, I want to show you this. I have one more piece I just want to show y'all with this. If you use the second generation stamping technique, you can really stretch this guy, okay? Because let me show you. Let's say I do that border I did, that border edging. So let's say I do a full one here, and then I go above it and do a second generation, except that I had a lot of ink on there because of off the table, but it's still pretty. And then I do another one up here maybe. And then second generation, I'll overlap it a little bit. You basically get a dark and a light, a dark and a light. You see that? How you get that variation of color. And you can do it with, you can do it over and over and over again. And it'll get lighter and lighter. So you get like 3 different colors in one. Let me let that focus. Focus, please. Focus, please. I put my hand in there. There we go. So see how I have first generation, second generation, third generation. And see how we get the different colors? You can do so much with this guy.
So those of you whose animals, kids, or you just lost some of your stamps, this type, you can just use one.
Just use the one.
Because it is possible to lose stamps.
No.
We do it all the time.
No. I think there's a stamp monster. It's not a Sasquatch. It's a stamp monster. Y'all know if I tried to do a Sasquatch, I couldn't do it. I was just thinking that'd be funny, but there's no way I could do it. I think this is pretty. I could just do this all day. The different colors.
That would be really pretty in a Christmas album to do like around the edge.
It would be so pretty. I love it. All right, you guys, that's what I had for you today. I think that's pretty cool. Are you going to now go to your stamps and look and see what stamps you have you could use for something else? That's your challenge. I'm going to challenge you. Okay.
Go make your own Sasquatch.
Get in your craft room, and I want you to go through your Maymay stamps because this will help me too. Go through your Maymay stamps. Okay. I want you to look at things, and I want you to figure out ways to use them in a different way, stamps, and then post it to our Facebook group. I would like to see this. The reason I say our Facebook group is because we can like chat about it. And you can say, I found this stamp. I did it this way, whatever. On our customer gallery, it's a little harder. Does anyone else talk like Maymay after you watch her? I'm sorry, y'all. Poor people. Let's look at what we did. Are you already thinking? Hey, but even if you don't go into another stamp and you have this one, use this one. Show me what else you could do with this one. See, I like this. I like this little piece hanging from there.
I love that one on there.
That would be cute on a, look at that. It almost continues.
It does.
Let's bring him back over. All right, you guys, that was my idea for you today. I hope that was worth it. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I didn't have a whole lot.
Now go craft.
Yeah, go craft. I do have one thing I want to show y'all that was gifted to me that I think is so cute, and I have not had a chance to show you yet. By the way, I think I have videos on this one and this one. I think I have videos on those already. I'll put this one here so you can see the different colors. I got to show y'all this. It has not been shown. It got missed out of all the after show, the crafter after shows. Brenda Lauer, she's on here, didn't she? Didn't I say Brenda? Maybe I saw a different Brenda. Y'all got to see this. She made this for me and brought it to me at open house. And I just think this is so pretty. Thinking outside the box. Let me pick this up. I really like the garland and the Sasquatch. It's always going to be Sasquatch, isn't it? You guys, Brenda collects sea glass, okay? And she just keeps it in her stash. And then when she's ready to make something, she has all different colors of sea glass. And she made this for Trixie. Run free now, my angel, over the rainbow bridge. Look how pretty that is. Done with sea glass. That's a rock.
For Lizzie.
Lizzie. God, I said Trixie.
Well, it could
be both. It could be both of them. But isn't this adorable that she did with her sea glass? And I just love it. It's dimensional. Do you see that? And I had to show y'all. I had this out. I was going to put it on my shelf today. And I'm like, I haven't shown this. It's so cute. Oh, no, I didn't take that as complaining, Brenda. I think that's funny. I do it too. I watch a lot of people from England and then I start talking like them. And Vince is like, what?
She says words sometimes, and I don't know what she's
I
talking
do it
about.
all the time. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all that because I think it's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
And Brenda makes like sea glass jewelry. She's always showing me, look at this piece I made. Look at this piece I made. Crab roulette. Isn't that, when am I doing that? January?
This January I have it right
Aren't I
here.
the first one this year?
January the 5th.
I think I'm the first one on the show next year. Who's nervous? What
When
is it
They
about?
said I need to be on there with you.
What is it about craft roulette that strikes fear in crafters?
The unknown.
It is just the unknown. We all know how to
Yeah,
craft.
every Tuesday and Thursday is unknown.
Don't tell them that. Y'all probably think we sit around and plan stuff.
This had more planning than
I did. I had to practice. I wanted to do the
some
wreath.
ideas.
I wanted to do the wreath. So we practiced the wreath and we practiced the tree so I could show them how to do the mirror stamping. The other two I already knew how to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I just like being on there. But I'm telling y'all have to show up because I don't like to be there alone. They want you there?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Somebody said I should show my face.
Last time you weren't with me. Last time, where were you? Last time I did it by myself completely. I got an
Abby,
idea.
I will not be in the store tomorrow, but Maymay and the rest of the gang will be here.
What day is it? January 5th. What day of the week?
I want to say it was a Saturday.
Yeah, because they said we need both our sidekicks. I don't make Shannon come in on Saturdays if I can keep
No,
from
it's
it.
a Friday.
Oh, well, then y'all can be on it.
It's a Friday.
Oh, it's a Friday night. I don't like to ask Shannon to come in after hours. She has to do so much work, and we already have to work such long days on Thursdays. That's why you usually only get me on those shows. I know it's a letdown.
Yeah, because it's called Maymay Made It.
I can deal with it.
Y'all, she's something else.
She's so full of herself. Y'all don't even know.
She is something else.
I don't know how people work with her. She annoys me. By the way, for anybody watching, I'm talking about myself, not anybody else in this
She's
room.
not talking about me. She's talking about herself.
I don't want to cut this bow off.
Don't come up.
I'm not. I'm making this super cute. Just wait.
Super cute.
Just wait for the
It
super
ain't gonna
cute.
look like Sasquatch no more.
Wait for the super cuteness.
Super cute.
I have so many people asking me all the time about, do you make your own ephemera? Look at this one.
A femora.
Are you planning a recipe book this year? We got some ideas in mind for a recipe book. It won't be in 2023. We've got, do y'all know how many days it is till Christmas? We were
Yeah,
at
as a
lunch
matter
today.
of fact, I do.
We're at lunch
I
today and
believe
it came
it's
on the
20.
television and I'm like, I don't need to know that. Y'all can just let me live in the bliss of, we've got a month till Christmas. Somebody type it in. I want y'all to feel what I felt. Don't say it. Somebody type it in. Look at that number. That's scary.
You want to know another scary number? My kid turns 11 tomorrow.
No, tell him what he's been doing to you, which I think
Y'all,
is
he
hilarious.
got in a truck Friday afternoon when Blake and I picked him up, and he goes, "Hey, Mom and Dad, you know, this is my last Friday as a 10-year-old." And then he woke up Saturday morning. This is my last Saturday morning as a 10-year-old. And every day has been, this is my last such and such as a 10-year-old. My kid. Hey, I fixed it.
Wow. That's really good, Shannon.
This is what I did during the show.
What'd you do on the live show? Fix our string?
I put the twine on the spool. I don't know what we're going to do with this, but, you know.
That'll be easier to fix.
Yeah, it was all that was left. It doesn't tangle. It's so pretty.
That's cute, right?
I love it.
That's real cute. And then put that on a black
Super
background
cute. Super cute.
so it'll really pop.
It's super cute. Yes, sentimental Noah.
This.
Still looks like Sasquatch. It does now. It looks like he's running with a bow in his hair.
Let's make Sasquatch.
You did.
You already did.
Let's be on purpose about it.
Look. Okay. Here's his legs. This one's out in the front. This is his back leg. These are his arms. And this is his bushy head. And he has a bow on his head.
I see him. That's not that
I
problem.
know. I was just letting everybody else know how we see Sasquatch.
Is this let's see.
There's your Sasquatch. Merry Christmas.
There's his bottom. Oh man, I keep not pressing that middle. There's his bottom.
Maymay is also showing you how not to stamp today.
Let's see. This leg goes further down. Then let's do. Oh, I don't know now. Trying to do it's harder.
You have to accidentally make
Yeah.
animals.
I don't think I can do it on purpose. You know how they say you could never do it if you tried.
Sasquatch.
What it was this back arm. It's that, isn't it?
Oh, happy early birthday, Noella.
That's a pretty.
Is it Noelia?
I always say Noelia, but I'm not
Just
sure.
Noel.
Just Noel.
Yeah, me and her have had this conversation.
All right, this one's not good.
That's cute that it's Noel and Noah.
It is. All right, you guys. Any questions you have for us today? Do we need to go over anything to let you guys know? I was told today that all Black Friday orders are out the door. Jasmine, Haley, I got to give them credit for it because we didn't really do much. The day we helped, we really slowed things down. It was my fault, not Shannon. It was me. It was not Shannon. It was me.
But she likes to say we. Because it's only fun to say we.
Because I don't want to just be the only
I
one.
did 32 orders and I worked from 8:30 until 1.
We can't be proud of that, Shannon.
I was very proud of it. It's 32 orders. Jasmine didn't have to pack.
Jasmine can do 200 in a day by herself.
Well, I did 30 of them, so I was proud.
All
of it.
together, Shannon and I helped, and we got 75 orders out the door that Friday. It could have also been because we were watching Missy's live show at the same time. That did slow us down some. I just want to say we. Anyway, are you having any in-store events in the beginning of the year? We don't have anything in-store in the beginning of the year. We talked about today, there's some classes and stuff we've been wanting to do in-store, but we tend to be a little too busy to do in-store classes. What I need to find out who's interested in coming in-store because we need to be able to contact you. What happens is, not everybody can make a trip or whatever. So we need to find out who our locals are that would like to come in-store and take some classes or just craft together. That would be awesome.
Hey, you need to put the Thursday paper back.
Oh, yeah, let me put the Thursday paper back. Jasmine is awesome. I'm just going to tell y'all something. She did all of that virtually by herself. I'm not going to take the credit from her. And then she is now doing clack. What are they called? Ink dens. I saw today they are going out the door. And then after that, we're all caught up.
We can say we did annoy her some.
I don't say we. That was me. That was 100% me. Thank you for taking the we on that.
No, but we do annoy her.
I definitely did that day.
We ask her all the time about randoms.
I understand it. It's kind of like this. Let me tell you what it's like whenever. This is the best example of what it's like when I work in shipping. You ready for this? You remember when you were a teenager and you had to drive your mom somewhere? That's 100% what it's like when I'm in there. It is, Shannon, isn't it? Your mom's like, what is this? Why do you have this in here? What is this for?
That's
Why
not
do
the
you
way
do
you
Here's
go.
what happens.
Yeah.
If she's honest with herself and with all of you, when she works in shipping, everything has to change.
That's how I am.
Nothing has ever worked right.
Never.
Even though we get shipping out as fast as we
That's
do.
not true.
Something needs to be changed.
It's not that. I just always have these panic
Always.
moments in shipping. Thanks, Deb.
We
I
need
don't
be
mean to
doing
be growing
this.
it out.
We
I
need to be
just
doing this.
don't have anybody to cut it. I said I was going to teach Taylor how to cut my hair, but I haven't done it yet. Oh, we are in Florida and we will be heading out your way trying to match it up to see you. Do we see when they were coming?
I don't know. But I like watermelon.
You did not miss the live. We're just finishing up though. We're answering questions and then we're gonna head out. But thank you, Deb, about my comment about my hair. It really does need to be cut. I'm trying to keep my fingers out of it. I'm not gonna tell you I haven't cut it because I have cut it.
Watermelon workshop. If you email info@Maymay Made It, Haley can check the calendar and see when we're going to be here, when we're not going to be here.
There
and
are
get with
several
you.
days.
So
There's several days in December I'm not available. Several days. Any videos for the gratitude journal? Yes, I'm hoping to get those. I don't know if they're going to be before Christmas. If you think about it, there's only 20 days till Christmas, and I do 2 live videos and 1 film video a week. So if we do the math, how many videos is that before Christmas? 6, and 4 of them are live? Is that even right?
Something like that.
So it's going to be hard to get anything else real big done before. You're letting yours grow, Miss Jones. She's pinky swearing that she is.
I'm letting mine grow out.
Oh, she's saying she won't come till January, February. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, you got your Black Friday bundle.
Whoop, whoop.
Listen, Shannon and I are very proud of those bundles.
Don't like it.
No, I don't think they don't like it. There's no way.
I'm just saying, if you don't like it,
But they were good bundles.
we didn't do it. They were great bundles.
They
I
were
think they were
good.
bundles.
They were good bundles.
We worked hard on them.
Who got the big bundle? I have not heard anybody go, because I think I would be in complete shock over the most expensive bundle. Would you not be if you opened that up? You would not be expecting that. That bundle, there was one item in it that was worth more than the entire bundle, than what you paid for the bundle. I can't say because it was a mystery bundle. Oh, Vinny doesn't know. He kind of knows. I
He
told him.
knows.
Today I'm doing something. So, Timothy's letting everybody, why are y'all letting your hair grow out?
Because I want it long again.
I don't mind letting mine go. Here's the thing. I like a ponytail, or I like to whip my hair up at home. And when it's short, I can't. And it drives me insane when I can't. So
I like to curl
it.
mine more, and I can curl it more when it's longer.
It makes her daughter and Amanda happy if Miss Joan lets her hair grow out.
Oh,
That's cute. All right, you guys. We're not even trying, Margie. Imagine when we try. Y'all, we had the best morning. I want to tell you about our morning, because some of you guys saw this on Facebook and we confused some people. Again, not me. I confused some people when I wrote my post. We have a local group of students coming in, and we did, but it was a local group of middle school students, and they're not my children, and I don't have permission to share
pictures.
where they're
High school
from.
students too, right?
It's high school, middle school, but I didn't have permission to share they're not my kids, so I didn't want to share that information. So I did go back in there and put that it was a local middle school. But we get to have them every year. They come and craft with us every year, and every year it's a different group of kids. And we just had so much fun this year. They made what you got if you came to open house. They made the little folio we did at open house, the little memory catcher, and it's so funny to me. These students walk in, especially the guys. They walk in and they're real standoffish, and they're like, this is going to be dumb. They have that look on their face like, this is not.
Gonna be so girly.
This is
good
so
doing it.
lame.
Yeah. By the time it's over with, they were all having so much fun, scoring paper, creasing paper, gluing down. They were like, look, is this right? Is this right?
And it's insane to see that some of these guys are like really great crafters.
And they really are good at it. Because I even said when they came in, I said, listen, how many of you guys like art? And they'd raise their hand. How many of you guys like this? And then I said, how many of you guys like engineering? And they kind of looked at me, and some of them raised their hand. I said, today we're going to engineer with a piece of paper, because we're taking a piece of paper and turning it into something 3-dimensional. And, we have to know how to do it. And that's what they did. I think they enjoyed it.
Our first student done was a guy.
Yep.
And he did a great job.
He
too.
did a good job. They stamp, y'all. They use Misties. They use stamp wheels because we didn't have enough Misties for everybody. So we mixed it all together. They used ink. They used impressibles. They used scoreboards and bone folders, and they did not trim. We had it pre-cut for them. That takes too long. But it's so neat
It's
to bring
fun
them
to
in.
watch.
And by the time it's over with, they're like, now what all do y'all do? Then they're interested because of what we did then. And I think it's cute. So, and they also didn't mind the donuts. Miss Sylvia served everybody donuts, so they didn't mind that. But it's such a blessing for us to get to have the kids in. I love that. Every year we look forward to it. And guess what? Shannon got to be here this year. I wouldn't even say nothing.
Yep.
I wouldn't even say nothing because I'm like, if I say anything, something's gonna happen.
Oh, I
Shannon's not
was
gonna
so
be there.
scared. So scared. Like my stomach is hurt all week, and
Have
I'm
you
like,
missed-
it's gonna be like some stomach virus.
Have
No,
you missed everyone?
I just missed last year.
Just last year.
I got to go. Let's see. I guess the first time
When we
is
went
when
to
we
them.
went with Thomas and Jenna, and we got them to go with us. It's before they left, and we did the painting.
But you missed
I
that
missed
one.
last year.
But you missed another class we did.
I missed going to the elementary school to do with the kids.
Elementary school. That's right. And then she missed open house this year.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I want Shannon to be here for this.
It
But
was a
she was
hard
here
year.
today. Yeah. I miss teaching because of that. I was an art teacher at a Christian school for 9 years. That would be so cool. My art teacher was very, very instrumental in my life because she taught me things that no one ever taught me. She taught me, don't look at something and think of it for what it is. Like she taught me to look for things and turn them into something else. She was really good. We had this project we did every year where we had to take objects and turn them into a different object. And you got assigned your object, which I thought this was cool. My favorite year, we got assigned a teddy bear, and we couldn't use anything teddy bear related. It couldn't be fur or fabric or anything like that. It was my favorite year ever. And I got to work with a guy that was a friend of mine anyway. And we made this teddy bear. I wish to goodness I still had it. In my head, I can still see it. But we took styrofoam balls and made the shape of a little bear sitting down. And then we covered it in cotton balls. Like we glued cotton balls on it. And then we practiced with the cotton balls and getting texture. If you spray paint them, they kind of go furry. The way they kind of curl up like
Like
this.
curly bears?
Yeah. So we spray painted it. And then for like the nose and everything, we did them separate with pink spray paint. And she had all these supplies for us. Like people donated to her and she had all these supplies. And then you would present them. And it had to be so big. Like it couldn't be.
That's so cool.
I learned so much from her. She also was the one who taught me that there are no mistakes. Like if it didn't work out, just figure out how to do it another way. And I believe she's the one who made me go, it's just paper. Because we used cotton balls and Q-tips and whatever she had,
Yep.
So I really appreciate art teachers. I always thought I'd like to be an art teacher, but that's hard because nowadays those are kind of things that get cut. You never know for sure. Art programs and drama programs and stuff like that, it's kind of scary. So y'all talking about hair. All right, we're going to have prayer together as we leave. I'm going to ask Vinny if he'll make sure he mentions Miss Carol, Mr. Jim. And I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of needs in our area. There's a lot of needs. If you are willing to pray for all the needs in our Made It community, I'd ask you to join our Facebook group called Created in Christ. There's always a need over there. It's Christmas time. People are lonely. People are going through grief, sadness, depression, anxiety. There's so much stress. And it's so sad because this is the season that should be none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's so sad that we put ourselves through so much around this season. It's what we do. It's not what the season is. I don't believe that it was, that it's intended to be that way at all, but we put so much stress on it. And I think sometimes we miss it. We've done devotions on don't miss the Christmas season, don't miss it, because you have to be reminded. I mean, here we are 20 days away, 20 days, and the stress we put on ourselves. And listen, I'm going to say something to y'all. It's just another day in your home. Here's what I mean by that. If somebody doesn't get the exact present they want, or if somebody doesn't get, if the exact game is not played at the right place, or the exact tradition changes in some way, it's not about that anyway, So don't let that stuff stress you. You're still going to have a good day. And I'll say this, if you're alone for Christmas, I don't like the idea of somebody being alone for Christmas. So what I would suggest is start looking now for people who are going to be live streaming on Christmas. There are people who are going to be doing something that you can go and listen to and get involved. Maybe if you've been lucky enough to meet some Made It's, maybe y'all can get together and Zoom together and have like a Zoom day, or you don't have to be in the same place together. You can do this with technology. We have so many options. And listen, if you are a person who understands how to do that, be the one to make that happen for people, because a lot of people don't understand how to do a Zoom call. They can click a link, but don't sit back and think, oh, they wouldn't want to do that. I promise you there are people watching today that would love to have the opportunity to hang out with somebody, even if it's FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? Just so that there's camaraderie, or you don't have to craft, just be together, right? Maybe watch a movie together or something. I just want you to think about that. If you have an opportunity to maybe schedule some phone calls that day, if you're thinking, I'm going to be lonely on Christmas, make a list of people to call them and wish Merry Christmas to. Don't text them, call them. And then before you know it, you spent the whole day with all your loved ones on the phone, but you've been able to do it, right? So just try that. I would love that. I don't think I could stream from home on Christmas Day. I would like to. I think it'd be fun. You never know. Next year you might see some more of that, because I like the idea of here's one for you. I've told you about the So Yeah guys. If you're not watching So Yeah, I mean, even if you don't want fabric, they're doing a 12-hour live stream on New Year's Day. No, on December 30th. Check that for me. Make sure I'm saying that right. Look at So Yeah's website, soyeah.com. 12-hour live stream. This is what I'm talking about. Look for people who are doing these kinds of things so you can hang out and be with them on those days. Casey says find a place to volunteer that helps her feel better. That's perfect. There is always a place to volunteer. Look at senior centers, senior facilities. Look at well, that's a nursing home. Look at like in our area, there are soup kitchens, people that are serving on those days. Call churches in the area. What can we do? How can I help? Be the one to get it started. You know, somebody has to start the ball rolling. Probably in bigger cities, you have a lot more option of that. Smaller cities, it's a little tougher, I think.
Yeah.
Does it say on there when it is?
I don't see it on their website.
It's their 12-hour live stream. Oh, is it sewyourquilting.com?
Yeah, that's where I'm at, but it just has their
I
normal.
want to say it's December 30th. And listen, they're just some nice guys to sit and just have on in the background, if nothing else. At least you can have somebody to watch and listen to, and it'd be super fun. Super fun. 12 hours is a long time. I will not be there 12 hours, but I'm sure I'll peek in and out.
I can't imagine.
Well, they're on Tuesday night, so they'll be on tonight, and they're on Saturdays also. So if you're interested, go see what they're like tonight. They'll be talking about it. They're doing this big raffle thing and all that. I don't really care about the raffle as much as I think it's neat what they're doing to be live for 12 hours. Tonight is a big Notion night. They're doing they're going to be at a warehouse tonight. Like I don't know enough about this stuff yet, but somebody's warehouse, they're going to be selling Notions from that warehouse. I don't know enough about it, but they're on Vegas time. So I think they start at like 5 p.m. their time, 7 p.m. my time, something like that. I have let this sit here and dry up. I'm going to have to fix that. There we go. All right, Vinny, you want to pray for us as we head out?
I can. Let's pray, everybody. Hey, God, thank you so much for all your blessings. I thank you for this day, and I thank you for this opportunity to share with our friends and family that are watching on YouTube and Facebook. And God, I just thank you for them. Lord, I pray for those that are lonely and those that are hurting during this season. God, I know it can be a very difficult time as well as a very rewarding time. God, I pray for all those families that are without their spouses due to military service. I can't even imagine not being with my family at Christmas. And God, they do so much to sacrifice so much for us. Lord, I lift up Miss Carol to you and Mr. Jim, and I pray your blessings on them as Miss Carol tries to recover from her fall. And I ask God that you just lay your hand on her and heal her and allow her to get better soon. Lord, we thank you for your son, Jesus, and the fact that you sent him to be born of a virgin and to live a perfect life and then to sacrifice himself for the sins of all of us, the sins of the whole world. And then, God, you miraculously raised him from the dead, and we thank you for that, because that victory is what sets us apart. That victory is what gives us eternal life. The fact that Jesus shed his blood and that you conquered hell, death, and the grave through his resurrection. Lord, we love you. We give you praise and honor, and I pray, God, a special blessing on those watching today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. We love you guys so much. I'm so glad you were here today, and we will see you Thursday, 2 p.m. instead of the evening show. Make sure if you have any Made It friends, you let them know, okay? Help us spread the word. We'll send out an email and stuff to let people know, but spread the word for us, and we will see you then. Bye now.
Bye, guys.